Let me make a joke, hope you laugh, and your sensibilities push them to the side and enjoy the show.
What?
But according to one Seinfeld alum and card-carrying lib, Julia Louis-Dreyfus,
Who?
she said it's not so much about the jokes, it's about my feelings.
It's really hard.
Are you retarded?
As she beefs with Jerry Seinfeld for being based. I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this.
You're going to need to go back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich.
So what's next? What's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today. Of course, it is Tuesday. Comedy. The last bastion regarding your sensibilities. When you go into a comedy show, or a comedy venue, you're supposed to put your sensibilities to the side. Put them in your back pocket, leave them at home, leave them outside the door as you sit down and enjoy the jokes. But in recent years, you've had a number of comedians saying, you know what? Political correctness is killing comedy. Wokeness is killing comedy. It cancerifies it. Everyone from Chris Rock to legend Dave Chappelle to legend Jerry Seinfeld have all said such. Speaking of Jerry, Seinfeld alum, veteran comedian. Of course, she was on that show Vice from HBO. And of course, her days at Saturday Night Live. That would be one, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She's got a beef with Jerry for being based. When Jerry says, hey, PC wokeness is killing comedy, Julia Louis-Dreyfus says, no. It's not about the jokes. It's about my feelings. You have to take into account that it's my feelings you must account for when you're making jokes. Jerry's like, no, it's not. And here we go. This comes out of Outkick. Julia Louis-Dreyfus agrees with, criticizes Jerry Seinfeld for recent comments about PC crap. Last month, comedian, legend Jerry Seinfeld railed against the extreme left of PC crap in an interview with The New Yorker about the TV comedy lacking in recent years. Now that Seinfeld's co-star Julia Louis-Dreyfus has decided to stick her nose in, is performing mental gymnastics of sort in discussing the same topic with the New York Times. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who played Elaine on the show that was one of the most critically acclaimed sitcoms in history, addressed political correctness and whether it's hurting comedy, saying that having a, quote, an antenna about sensibilities is not a bad thing. It doesn't mean that all comedy goes out the window as a result. Quote, even classically, wonderfully, indisputed great films in the past are riddled with attitudes of today that would not be acceptable. As I clutch my pearls, the 63-year-old actress continued, so I think it's just good to be vigilant. Louis-Dreyfus, though, also seemed to agree with one Seinfeld example regarding PC culture and comedy. During his discussion with The New Yorker, Seinfeld cited an episode of his sitcom in which Kramer character joked about the homeless being rickshaw drivers since they would spend all day outside anyway. He said that such a joke wouldn't be possible today. Louis-Dreyfus admitted that the joke would be left on the cutting room floor nowadays since everyone's sort of running scared. Per Dreyfus, Seinfeld is both right and wrong about the wokeness making TV unfunny. So which one is it? Does comedy have a PC problem? Or should we sterilize comedy from microaggressions? Writing this made me puke in my mouth. Make sure no one's feelings are getting hurt. As former lifelong Saturday Night Live fan, my answer is comedy has a PC problem. That's a fact. After becoming DNC's variety show and rescinding stand-up comedian Shane Gillis's job offer based on previous controversial podcast race-based jokes, SNL went from a show that I grew up loving to boring, sanctimonious drivel. Legend Norm Macdonald could not be doing the jokes that he cracked on OJ back in the day, which are some of the funniest shit I've ever heard, would be practically banned in today's culture. And Norm Macdonald has said such before he passed away. I'm not even a Seinfeld fan, not a show, nor the comedian himself. I tried to rewatch the GOAT sitcom recently to see what I was missing because almost everyone I know, Seinfeld kicks ass. Yet aside from the George Costanza character, I don't see the appeal. Seinfeld can't act, Kramer's cheesy, and Elaine seems out of place. That being said, whenever Seinfeld discusses comedy, I listen. In 2011, HBO aired an hour-long special I'd highly recommend to any comedy fan called Talking Funny, featuring Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Louis C.K., and Ricky Gervais. All legends. I'm not the biggest fan of Louis C.K. He made that D joke with little girls and what have you. It was more like a pedo joke, but no, that being said, the roundtable riffs on several subjects, including vulgarity, race-based humor, comedic aspirations, the landscape of comedy business, etc. As a non-Seinfeld fan, it was surprising to see how comfortable Jerry was discussing controversial topics he never had comedy bits about. Rock, CK, and Gervais never shied away from touchy subjects. However, Seinfeld's commentary about non-PC comedy and the funny business overall was my favorite part of the special. You'll be shocked on how much comedy has changed since. Talking Funny aired. Despite his stand-up being meh, I listen to anything Seinfeld says about comedy. Louis Dreyfus? Not so much. The fact of the matter is that Jerry Seinfeld, a number of interviews, has, and his, of course, their most recent interview that he had, I think it was not the New Yorker. I forgot what clip that I saw of him, and they tried to play a gotcha game with him regarding PC comedy, and he wouldn't go for it. He wouldn't bite on it. Him, along with Rock, Seinfeld, Gervais. I forgot to mention Ricky Gervais in my opening, but yeah, Ricky Gervais was someone who does not care for PC comedy. If you ever saw his Golden Globe comments as he was host, it was a masterpiece theater of comedy as he roasted the Hollywood knuckleheads for patting themselves on the back and giving themselves shitty awards. But when it comes to Seinfeld, he's based. You look at the last number of interviews that he's done, specials and what have you, he basically calls it out for what it is. Wokeness is trying to kill comedy. But as long as you have those like Seinfeld, Rock, Gervais, and the legend Chappelle out there still, pushing, or now I was gonna say peddle their wares, not really, being funny, then people like Louis Dreyfus are just gonna go away, clutch their pearls, and cry. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is what's next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys know it's a thing. Appreciate you guys watching the show as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.